With 131 billion tinkering in his bank account, world's richest man, Jeff Bezos, can literally get his hands on everything money can buy. With that kind of money, not only does one enjoy immense luxury but also comes to hold positions of power and prestige. Jeff Bezos is proof that when you own half of the world's cash in your bank account, not only can you live the best life by spending it on awesome things, but also back crazy inventions for the world to see. So in this video, we will discuss about the top 10 craziest things owned by Jeff Bezos. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. 10,000-year clock. Jeff Bezos plunked down $42 million on a clock that only ticks once a year, called the 10,000-year clock. This monstrosity is so big that the as-yet unfinished mechanical wonder, designed by inventor and MIT professor Danny Hillis, to cuckoo once a millennium, is being worked on in its home, a voluminous space Bezos has carved out of a West Texas mountain. When done, the clock will reportedly keep time for the next 10,000 years. This outlandish purchase may seem wacky to mere mortals, who likely wonder why anyone would spend millions of dollars on a massive timepiece that doesn't even do its job. Well, apparently, Bezos was the ideal candidate to buy into this particular machine, partially because he took an early interest in how things work. Per biography, when he was a kid, he even reinvented the family garage by turning the space into a laboratory. Back then, he would also install electrical contraptions around his house. 9. New York apartments. Posh apartments in the Big Apple are among the properties owned by Jeff Bezos. In June 2019, the Wall Street Journal reported that Bezos has bought 3 condos, including a penthouse, spanning 3 floors of the 1912 neo-Gothic building at 212 Fifth Avenue near Madison Square Park, New York City. The penthouse reportedly has a private elevator and large terraces. Jeff Bezos purchased the property for $80 million. The 3 condos combined have 12 bedrooms and measure more than 17,000 square feet. In 2020, he bought another apartment adjacent to the condos for $16 million, measuring 3,000 square feet. This apartment includes 3 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. In 2021, he bought another unit in the building for $23 million. 8. Blue Origin. The Corn Ranch is Amazon founder Jeff Bezos' biggest property by area. Located in Van Horn, Texas, the ranch was purchased by the billionaire in 2004. It is at the heart of the ambitious space travel mission of Bezos' aerospace company Blue Origin. The massive land measures 66,773 hectares. It sits almost in the middle of nowhere with salt lake beds, desert, and flat terrain for miles around the Guadalupe Mountains National Park and its world-famous mountaineering hotspot. The 2,464-meter-tall El Capitan are visible from Bezos' ranch. In 2015, the new Shepard rocket for Blue Origin had its maiden flight designed for space travel from here. On 20th of July 2021, the world's richest man created history when he spent to space in a new Shepard rocket launched from the Corn Ranch with his brother Mark, 82-year-old aviator Wally Funk, and 18-year-old Dutch teenager Oliver Damon. 7. Gulfstream private jet. Although a private jet may sound like a luxury, it's almost a necessity when you're on the level of Jeff Bezos. After all, being the richest and arguably one of the most important people in the world does mean that you must be able to travel at a moment's notice. Plus, when you're as famous as Bezos, flying first class just won't cut it. Instead, Bezos bought one of the world's best private jets for $65 million without a second thought. Not only is the Gulfstream G650ER one of the fastest in the world, but it also all decked out to resemble a Michelin-starred restaurant more than a plane. One thing for sure, Bezos is always landing in style. 6. The largest house in DC, $23 million. One house for a man like Jeff Bezos is of course nowhere near enough. To spice things up, he purchased the largest house in Washington, D.C. at a whopping $23 million. The gigantic mansion used to be a textile museum and features a bold, extravagant exterior perfect for a man of Bezos' stature. After the purchase, Bezos spent an additional $12 million to make the biggest residence in DC even bigger. He plans to have 25 bathrooms, 11 bedrooms, 3 kitchens, and 1 giant ballroom in order to host the best party there ever was. Bezos sincerely wants his DC home to be the center of social extravagance, and it looks like his wish is granted. 5. Seattle Lake House. Although Jeff Bezos may drive a beat-up Honda Accord, he doesn't save his money when it comes to real estate. One of his most popular homes is the Seattle mansion, located less than a mile from one of Bill Gates' favorite houses. Allegedly, this lakefront beauty cost him about $10 million at the time of purchase, due to the city's Medina's relative peace and quiet. This home is also where Bezos and his family lived prior to the divorce. The waterfront was an amazing, secluded location for the family to enjoy without worrying about publicity. Although Bezos split up with his wife, this home still remains an extremely valuable asset. 4. The Washington Post. The Washington Post is an ancient newspaper dating back to 1877, adapting and transforming to fit the modern era. Jeff Bezos bought the Washington Post in 2013 for $250 million, but he didn't try to overtake the resume. Instead, he made sure Marty Baron, the editor of the paper, and Catherine Weymouth, the publisher, maintained their posts after the acquisition. The newspaper's media reporter Paul Farhi tweeted at the time, "Under Bezos, the newspaper continues to thrive and grow." 3. Whole Foods. Strangely, Bezos has invested in the supermarket business, purchasing Whole Foods for a whopping $13.7 billion. Although it seems like a very silly acquisition to many, Bezos had his reasons. For one, the grocery market could use some innovation in the 21st century. Secondly, it's interestingly reported that most Whole Foods shoppers are Amazon Prime members, making the transition of ownership relatively smooth. As there is huge demographic overlap, overall, Bezos' extremely pricey grocery store chains have thus far proved to do him some good. However, it'll be a while longer before he sees the effects of healthy eating on his overall wealth. 2. Amazon. Although Jeff Bezos doesn't technically own all of Amazon, his hefty 12% share definitely makes it the most expensive thing he owns. As the founder of the multi-billion-dollar online market, Bezos takes more than $100 billion of the share. Millions of users all over the world go on the site to purchase household objects, gifts, tools, and anything else imaginable. Bezos continues to invest and develop within the site, boosting the value every year. Given how successful Amazon is today, it's hard to believe that it started off as a dingy online bookstore out of Jeff Bezos' garage. 1. A robo-dog. Robotic pets are artificially intelligent machines that are made to resemble actual pets. While the first robotic pet produced in the late 1990s were not too advanced, they have since grown technologically. Many now use machine learning, making them much more realistic. Most customers buy robotic pets with the aim of getting similar companionship that real pets offer, without some of the drawbacks that come with caring for live animals. The pets on the market currently have a wide price range, with the low hundreds into the several thousands of dollars. Multiple studies have been done to show that we treat robotic pets in a similar way as actual pets, despite their obvious differences. However, there is some controversy regarding how ethical using robotic pets is, and whether or not they should be widely adopted in elderly care. Bezos showed off a robot dog in 2018 with a tweet named Spot Mini. The robo-dog has been reportedly created by Boston Dynamics. It is believed that Bezos owns the dog since he called it "my dog" on Twitter. That was all about top 10 craziest things owned by Jeff Bezos. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.